My name is Mukesh. My topic of presentation is variable sensors for safety and health applications using IoT. Content of presentations are introduction, literature survey, methodology, applications, advantages and disadvantages, result analysis, and conclusion. Coming to the introduction, as you all know, IoT, that is Internet of Things, is a system interrelated to computing devices, machines, that can transfer the data over the network. These which are interconnected to each other. Coming to and coming to the health applications part, the emergence of IoT made a key component in the environmental monitoring and also in the healthcare applications. In addition to the healthcare applications, the variable body area network, that is WBAN, can also be used to monitor the environmental conditions around the people. Safety is very important for the industrial workplaces. So, coming to the literature survey, first one is the smart healthcare monitoring device, smart healthcare monitoring using IoT. So, using the various sensors and web-based or mobile-based applications with to via which will communicate via network which is connected to each other. It also helps to monitor and also read the patient's data, health data in the medical information to get the medical information. Uh, and next, it also helps to provide the medical aid to the patients who are in the remote area where there is no hospital. So the model consists of a Raspberry Pi and a microcontroller, which having a microcontroller, which would be able to record the patient's heart rate, blood pressure, and so on. If there is any changes that is abnormal behavior, the information is sent to the family doctor or family members or the doctor. Here there will be it contains the two model. First one is the health monitoring, uh, and second one is the emergency alert. Health monitoring, which will be keep track of the patient's parameters such as body temperature, heart rate, then blood sugar, BP. So the pin used is MCP 3008 pin, which converts analog to digital pin if the output is in analog. Since the output is analog, since the pi uses a digital pin, so we will convert it to the digital and send the data in the digital format. From the data which is received, it will be transmitted to the uh, mobile-based applications or web-based devices. So through GSM. So the second one is the IoT-based health applications or health monitoring via LoRaWAN. So here the main focus is on the patient BP, glucose, and the body temperature as well. In rural areas, we can see where there is no network coverage or does not allow any like it is difficult for sending the transmission. So we use LoRaWAN. So LoRaWAN is we can cover up to 33 kilometers. Moreover, it requires less power, and it can send up to a very long range. Uh, Whereas the um, compared to the long range cellular networks such as GPRS or 3G or 4G, LoRaWAN can transmit up to a long range. Here there will be a LoRaWAN which will get the data from the sensor nodes via LoRa transceiver, and it will forward to the server. From the server, the data will be collected from the server and it will be sent to the mobile or the web applications. Coming to the architecture, the first one will be the LoRa node. The LoRa node is, as I told, it will connect the health parameters, that is the glucose level, body blood pressures, and also the temperature, and the LoRaWAN will send to the LoRaWAN gateway. In the second component is the LoRaWAN gateway. In LoRaWAN gateway comprises of a LoRa concentrator board and as well as the host processor. The LoRaWAN gateway converts LoRa RF to IP packets. And third one is the LoRaWAN. LoRaWAN gathers the data processor coming from the LoRa end via gateway and store it in a database for further process or analysis purpose. Then fourth one is the dashboard. Dashboard is simply used to see the patient's details. Here the main focus will be on the, as I told, blood pressure, glucose level, and the temperature. Third one is smart healthcare monitoring system based on a wireless sensor network. In this paper presents a cost and energy efficiency about the system will be keep monitoring about the body patients like temperature and the pulse rate. Any abnormal details is found, and the system will inform to the patient or the nearby the friends or family. The proposed system is like it will be having three architecture. The first one is the wireless sensor node, which will be attached to the patient's body for sensing the body parameters like temperature, pulse rate, etc. So data is then transmitted to the control unit. The intermediate of the second tier will be like the intermediate for receiving these data units, and it will be stored and processed for the next further uses. Then third tier will be the alert system. The alert system is like when the data is received, if there is any harmful for the human, it will be alert by sending a SMS. Here the ZigBee is used to transfer the sensor data. ZigBee is less power, long range, but it has very low data rate. Coming to the fourth one, that is design and implementation of variable sensors network system for IoT connected safety and health application. This paper is the one which I referred for my technical seminar. In this system, there will be a multiple sensor node. There is two nodes. The first node will be monitoring the environmental sensor. The second one will be monitoring about the physical parameters. Then the variable sensors will be communicate with each other through a gateway called LoRa. Once any harmful is detected, the sensor nodes will provide a notifications to the user. Let us discuss in this one in detail. Coming to the architecture of this. Coming to the architecture, LoRa, as I told, it will be the power consumed is less compared to any other, and the distance will be a very long range for the data transmission. The LoRa is basically used is based on the star network topology, where the data from one end devices will be transmitted to the LoRa gateway directly. So the LoRaWAN architecture is like this. First, there will be a multiple sensor node. First one will be there will be a multiple sensor node. Then there will be a gateway connected, IoT gateway connected. Third one will be the IoT data. Here the safe node. First one will discuss about IoT variable sensors. The first one will be the wireless communication. Here it will be in the safe node, it will be comprising of wireless sensor, two wireless sensor module. One will be the BLE module, that is Bluetooth low energy, which will be for transmission between the variable body area networks, and another one will be the LoRa to transmit to the IoT, transmit the data to the IoT gateway. Then we will discuss all these safe node and health node will in detail in the next slides. Coming to the IoT gateway, the IoT gateway has a Raspberry Pi, a Wi-Fi, and edge computing, and the cloud connection. Here, IoT gateway, the Pi is connected with the LoRa module, which gets the data from the safe node. From the safe node, it will receive the data, and this data will be stored in a local database here. So
so that it can be so that from here it will be sent to the cloud through LoRa itself. Then here will be, this IoT gateway acts as a bridge between the local database and the cloud server. Um, Here the use of edge computing is it pre-processes sensor data locally and sends the emergency notification to the user. Uh, since we are using the edge computing, so the latency is very low. Then coming to the IoT cloud, here the data received from the IoT gateway is stored in a cloud data. There will be another database which will be stored here. The data is stored here. Then the data is stored in the database for further analysis. Then there will be a mobile application and a web interface to monitor the patient's details. The mobile interface is for the user who is using, so that he can get to know what is going on with him. So like that. The next thing is next one is here in the IoT. As I told, the variable sensors, there will be two nodes. The one is the safe node and the another one is the health node. The safe node is used to monitor the environmental conditions, and there will be two wireless technology inside this safe node. One will be for BLE, as I told, for variable body area network, and another one is for LoRa. LoRa for to transmit the data to the IoT gateways, and the health node has to monitor. Health node is for to monitor the physiological signals. Coming to the safe node, uh, the safe node has four. The safe node has four environmental sensors. First one is CO2 and UV ultraviolet radiations and temperature sensor and humidity sensor. And it will be having a microcontroller. This microcontroller which has embedded with an BLE for communicate with the health node parameters, and LoRa. LoRa is used RFM95 to send the data to the over the net to the IoT gateway. Then there will be a load switch. The load switch is used to turn on and off these environmental sensors. And there will be a battery for power supply, and LDO is low dropout. The voltage to monitor the voltage to monitor the voltage regulator, which regulates the input voltage from the battery and supply the constant voltage for the entire these sensor nodes. Coming to the health node consists of the signal processing board and for the data processing, and the sensor board for measuring the heart rate and the body temperature. The health node is powered by a rechargeable battery, which regulates the constant voltage by buck booster converter. That's all about this. And coming to the software working of this, first we'll initialize the microcontroller unit, and the RF is nothing but the LoRa module, which is one of the LoRa module. First, it will be there in the initial mode. Then, if any data is received from the LoRa from the safe node, the safe node will send the data to the IoT gateway. So if any data is received, then it will be measured first. It will be in if the data is first, it will detect if there is any harmful data or not. It will classify into two packets called class 1 and class 2 packets. If class 1 packets, that is means it is data is not harmful. If the class 2 packets is nothing but if the data is very harmful. So if the data is, sir,
on what basis it classifies the data, harmful data or not harmful data ಅಂತ ಹೇಗೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ?
Sir, for example, these sensor nodes, just a second, sir. For example, if we consider this carbon dioxide sensor, if the data of the carbon dioxide is like 600, if the minimum level is 600 ppm, if the if it receives more than 600 ppm, it will be classified into classified to this class 2 packets, like that.
ಏನೇನು ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನೀನು ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ? harmful data or unharmful data ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ. What and all parameters are considered to classify?
ಸರ್ ಅದೇ ಸರ್ ಅದೀಗ ಅದೇ 4 ಸೆನ್ಸಾರ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ಸು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇಫ್ ನೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ನೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ಈ 2 ನೋಡ್ಸ್ದು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇವೆರಡರಲ್ಲಿ ಲೈಕ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಈಗ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಬೀಟು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆದ್ರೆ, ಸಮ್ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಥ್ರೆಶೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಅಥವಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದ್ರೆ it will from here the VLE node will be sent to the safe node. From the safe node it will send to the IoT gateway. The gateway here it will be classified like if it is less, it will be if it is less like no harmful. If it is more than that, it will be like harmful for the human.
Continue.
Okay, sir. Now, once the data is differentiated, if there is any harmful phone, it will notify the user. Else, it will be keep monitoring the user, human being. This is how it will look like. The sensor node first, the above here is the safe node, where the ultraviolet sensors and carbon dioxide and all the other stuff is here. The health node is here for the body temperature and the heart rate. Coming to the application, it reduces the risk of the heart failure, in a meaning that since there is a heart rate sensor, it will be like keep monitoring it. If any harmful is for the human is detected, it will inform to reduce the skin cancer and eye diseases. Skin cancer and eye diseases is for like since we are using the ultraviolet radiation, UV sensor, so it will be keep monitoring. If the like UV index level is minimum level is 3. If it is more than that, it will be led to skin cancer and eye diseases problem. So it will be informed further. Then to identify the amount of carbon dioxide in the environment, that is if it, as I told, if the carbon dioxide level is above 600 ppm, it will cause a hearing loss or a headache or rapid pulse rate. Coming to the advantages and disadvantages, the advantages is that the people is for the humans, it is not necessary to visit the hospitals again and again. He can keep track of his own health using the application. Accessibility is that the doctors and the patient is able to access the data whenever he wants. Whenever the doctor wants to need to see this patient's records, he can access through a the websites or the web interface. Then the LoRa, here the LoRa is used, so it is which consumes a very low power, and the data transmission will be for a very long distance. Then the use of edge, we will also use the edge computing, since so it will be advantages to achieve the low latency. The disadvantages is the battery mechanism. If the patient forgets to charge the battery or forgot, but advantages is that it will be up to the 7 days. But in case if he forgets, then it may be the problem. Risk of failure is nothing but since the device is like this, so if he accidentally it is worthy working in an industrial places. This paper refers to the working in industrial places. So if he accidentally breaks the sensors, then will be no use of this if he has any problem or not. Yeah, coming to the results and analysis, yeah, first four will be for the that is ambient temperature, relative humidity, UV index, and carbon dioxide is for the from the safe mode, and the body temperature and the heart rate is from the health mode. The blue dots indicates here the blue dots indicates the subject is indoor, while the red dots indicates the subject is at outdoor. Clearly, we can see that the ambient temperature and the UV is lower in the indoor and becomes higher when he is moved to the outdoor. And the relative humidity and the carbon dioxide sensor here, there will be higher when the subject is in the outdoor. Since it is in the summer, so maybe the humidity and the travel carbon dioxide will be more. And since yeah, in the UV, the outdoor, that is the red one, will be in like around 10 to 11 because it will be the test is conducted in the summer, so it is high. And the body temperature here it will be increased to like 34 to 32 and decreases to 36 because the body temperature increases since he walking outside. And in there is some variations in the ultraviolet because of the shadow of the tree and the building. And coming to the heart rate, the heart rate of a person is constant for 15 minutes. Then there is a rapid increase after this 15 seconds because he was climbing the stairs, or as it was mentioned in the paper. Conclusion: the proposed system is for the variable sensor is for the industrial safety for monitoring applications for the person who is working in a construction place. Here, as I told, there will be two nodes. One is for the safe node and the another one is the health node. The safe node keep tracks of the environmental sensors and the health node for the internal physiological sensors. Then if there is any harmful detected, the LoRa will be transmit the data to the IoT. From the IoT, it will be to the mobile applications or the web interface. Since LoRa is used, LoRa is used, the power consumption is less and data can be transmitted to a very long range. Yeah, that's all. Thank you, sir.
ನೆನ್ನೆನೂ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು ಡ್ರಾಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಡಿ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ. ಯು ಆರ್ ರಿಪೀಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಕಾಶ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೀತಮ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಲಿಟ್ರೇಚರ್ ಸರ್ವೆ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಟೆಂಪ್ಲೇಟ್ ಕೊಡಿಲ್ಲ ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಟರ್. ನಿಮ್ ಲಿಟ್ರೇಚರ್ ಸರ್ವೆ ಯಾವ ತರ ಇತ್ತು? ಯಾರ್ಯಾರೋ ಕೊಡೋ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ನ ಕಾಪಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಪೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಡಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ತಗೊಬಂದು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಲ್ಲ. Santosh sir, any doubts, queries?
Doubts illa kada.
Okay, next one.
Thank you, sir.